Alright, hey everybody. I decided to do a quick video to just kind of something that I haven't really been doing enough of, and that is responding to people on the discussions and stuff like that. And just general feedback, not regarding all of the crazy news and all that stuff that I've been talking about, and I'd already talked about it enough in the other video. But I have given workshop support, and I even have a working demo of a way that I would actually be able to do level design within, and utilize the save game feature as a means to build the maps. But I'm not really sure how that would work in terms of performance. But being able to allow players to build their own maps is something I have explored in the past. I'm not really sure how I would be able to get it to work with the workshop, but uh, the limitations, on the other hand, though, is that I can't quite figure out how to make it not just basically Snap Map in Doom 2016. Um, Even sort of like a more limited Snap Map, which is even less cool. Um, Whereas like Snap Map, you could still build something that's kind of you just connect a bunch of hallways, and it would end up feeling an awful lot like the random gen levels or something like that, because I would just be using the same tiles. Now, the prototype that I had in terms of doing a workshop style setup, which I mean, after I'm done with this current map thingy, and if things continue, I can definitely actually consider the idea of doing workshop support for stuff, just like generating guns or generating and allowing people to make their own stuff. The real question is, how should I do it? I mean, I have the prototype that I built a while back is basically Minecraft. I'm not even kidding. I mean, at that point, I might as well just like pull the trigger and just make the game full out Minecraft. But the prototype that I did for a sort of quasi level design tool, um, basically you would be placing blocks, and then you would place enemy spawn points and pick up spawns, and stuff like that, and that would be it. Like, and then people can just make how many, however many they want of these types of levels, uh, to their heart's content. I don't know. I mean, it would be kind of cool. I think it would definitely be really cool. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. It, it would end up being a lot like Minecraft. Or at least that, to me, at least provides you with some kind of a malleable sort of method to build stuff that isn't just stringing together a bunch of already pre-made areas. You would actually be able to choose where the walls, floors, and ceilings really are, and where to spawn the monsters and all that jazz. You'd be able to do some, more creative stuff. I mean, obviously, it's a Minecraft sort of thing. I'm not really sure how that will function in terms of performance. It'll I'd probably have to have some kind of limitation on like how many things that you can actually generate, like how many monsters you can place in the map, or whatever, right? And I'm not really sure if I'd be able to go as far as actually, I don't know, making it so that like you could do power node battles and stuff. I'm not really sure. It would end up being a pretty decent endeavor, and honestly, maybe that would end up being something that I would pursue. And you'd basically, it would just make a save game file in that folder, and then anyone who just runs that save game file would basically be able to generate. They would start off in a blank level, and then they would be able to generate the level locally, the one that was built for them, and they'd be able to play your map. It's really not that crazy, actually. It totally can work. I'd have to, I don't know, there would be a lot of interface work and stuff like that, but it wouldn't really be that crazy. You'd just be basically using the number keys to select different types of blocks, essentially. And then there would be like the occasional asset, like something that you can place, maybe place a vending machine and enemy spawns, armor spawns, ammo spawns, and things of that nature. I have explored it, although right now I'm very focused on a lot of other things. Um, but it's definitely not out of the question. And I personally really like that kind of stuff myself. So, yeah. Um, and another thing that was brought up was the Counter-Strike bunny hopping. Now, I'm not really sure how to get it because it's like a glitch in the first place. Like, the Unreal Engine just doesn't have the glitch. But like maybe like I check to see if you're spamming the keys a certain way, or I don't know how I would actually implement bunny hopping in a way that actually genuinely feels right. Like bunny hopping is not something you can get wrong. I mean, the easiest thing would obviously just be to make it so that like if you're jumping, if you keep spamming the space bar, you'll just keep going faster. Basically, I don't know. I don't know. Um, it fits the game. It would be fine. Maybe it's like one of those things where I don't know. I'm not really against the idea at all. It's just I'll have to. I don't know. If I have an epiphany and I'm like, oh, and I wake up in a cold sweat, a couple days from now, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's how you do bunny hopping. 'Cause I just figured it out in my head. Then I'll probably put it in. I imagine that it's actually easier to do than it seems. Like I'm probably overcomplicating things. Um, and that's really, let's see, we got, so far everybody's been receptive to the more open Souls level design type stuff, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. The other video that I uploaded, it pretty much shows that. Um, and I guess to kind of end things off, we got Archeix. I hope I'm not butchering your name. I don't know what was disturbing. I don't know what's disturbing about what I'm talking, what I'm doing. But yes, I'm digging this too. I'm digging this as well. I have no idea what's disturbing about it. But you know, that's that, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'll end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and uh, yeah, I'll try to make sure that I go over the forums because I do read it. I do pay attention. I am watching. I also do periodically check to see if anyone is streaming the game, and I will usually always pop in if I see someone streaming. It's really just a matter of timing and stuff like that. So with that said, uh, well, take it easy, guys.